Hello, guys. It's Roman. Welcome to my channel. Here we'll be talking about the Death Note this time. So, let's get straight to the theory. My theory will touch different things. I've made some preparation, so I'll be reading from them. Sorry about that. So, the theory of mine is connected with the thoughts about why Kira was hunting L. Why wasn't he just playing smart and calm, rationally, just eliminate all the threats and his targets at home, and never do something irrational, and all the time just play smart and unnoticeable, untrackable. The thing is, sorry about, yeah. The thing is, L is actually a real god of the Death Note world, and Light is trying to take his place. And there are maybe some other thoughts that I'll try to unravel, discover through the conversation with the notes and through the conversation of mine in this video. And help me with that in the comment section, probably. So but we'll start with the beginning, with the initial thought. So Kira wanted to become god of the new world, and from the standpoint of viewer, when you at first you see the show like first time, you don't notice any controversies in his thoughts. But there are controversial thoughts, like probably there is someone at the top of the world. But when he states this, you think like there is no other person who acts like he's a god. So our main character, our protagonist, will be the first one to become such, with such a power he holds with the Death Note. He probably will achieve his goal. Yeah, he can. And the question is not like why he decided this, or will he become a god, but no, yes. So the question is not how he will become a god, because we know he has the tool, which is why it's interesting to follow the story, because we see the antagonists / protagonists depending on which side do you do you prefer more, and who do you support more, L or Light. Both names are like very similar. This is actually really interesting as well when you look into this at this perspective. So and I will uncover these details later. So I have some theories about their names. Will I be talking about this in this video? I'm not sure. I've planned several videos on the Death Note. So let's go with the text I wrote, actually, but no, let's give a couple more thoughts. So, and when you think of this, you see Light. He says, "Yeah, I'll be the god." You're like, "Yeah, okay, you're gonna be the god, but why though? Maybe just be vigilante, no vigilante, just a hero." Okay, you're gonna be a god, and this is it. But then they show the dude who's being portrayed as some kind of Sherlock Holmes of this world, but and he has his friend, butler, like Alfred type of dude, which is why some characters like compare L and Batman. I'll be talking about this a bit later. And from other perspective, like you draw parallels with the Sherlock Holmes and what's the second name's dude? Second dude's name. Sorry, like the Sherlock and Watson Watson and Vatari. Like their names are even similar again. Wow, haven't I? Maybe I should write this down. For real, Watson and Vatari names are similar. I'll use it in a future videos. I'm gonna tell you this. And so, but actually, he is a current god of this world because he's being portrayed as a person who solved such mysteries that help prevent world wars even. So it's basically not directly, but through some like secondary means, he actually holds the fate of this world in his hands. Like he's basically the god. And somehow, probably L thought or like guessed that maybe there is a person that does this. And when he got the gist of someone is hunting him and someone behind the name L is running some process of hunting him, so maybe he's the target. Maybe he's the current god of this world. So he not only he wasn't just achieving recognition from people by helping them punish criminals and that's it. No, he thought like there should be just one dude with absolute power in this world, the god of the new world, and he should be such a dude. And this is why his secondary goal, but maybe his primary goal, but no, first and foremost, he protects people. Then maybe, and only then, he wants to replace L. And from some perspectives, when you look at it, you may say jokingly, like, oh, he replied to L's threats because he's childish Gambino, childish teenager with maximalism complex, and that's it. But yes, and he shows some emotions, but that what makes him want to help people more than the L, because L exists and he solves some mysteries, but he doesn't solve any mystery, like not all the mysteries, because Kira, Light, doesn't kill all the criminals as well, but he punishes most of them, most of such criminals that L doesn't even care about, punishing with case prosecution, etc. So while L is kinda more adequate and kind, it seems, but this emotional nature of Light helps him being more empathetic towards people, and that gives him the priority to help people by any means, by even becoming a bad person, which L lacks. Like after becoming a god of this world, L, low light L, he distanced himself from the people and now he solves only such mysteries. Mouses. This Batman theme is going on in my mind subconsciously, like mouse, like and bats there. Yeah. Okay. And what was I talking about? I have to continue the narrative. Sorry. So so yeah, he distanced himself, and he doesn't feel so empathetic towards people. And he, like in the movie, remember this Doctor Strange movie where Benedict Cumberbatch, who played the role of Sherlock Holmes, actually, he also played the role of Doctor Strange. Why? Because of many reasons, and one of the reasons is that he, in that exact age, uh, in this moment of time, looked really similar to the image of this character, and really fitted the character. And when he matured slightly more, because being younger version of himself, he wasn't that of a Doctor Strange, right? Then he became such, and the fit became more transparent. He was like one of the most fitting to his role actors. Like Robert Downey Jr. is really fitting to the role of the Iron Man, and to probably the same extent, Benedict Cumberbatch fits the role of the Doctor Strange, right? And but yeah, casting in such large corporations is such a big role. It plays a significant role and affects and influences the process, and which is why when things are being changed nowadays slightly, people are very sensitive about this, because previously they paid attention to all the details, ethnical and other aspects being involved into the character development, and how he or she or they should look, and what actor should be playing them. Nowadays, more freedoms are being considered in casting the overall group of people who will be the cast group. And but being too rational and too political in creativity is maybe wrong, maybe not. Oh, that's a different topic. I just wanted to finalize that in creating some things and being true to the source material in creating art is essential to remain fair. Yeah. And if you want more, I should say, what's the term they are using? I don't remember the term. Like different other ethnical groups being involved. If you want such things going on in your industry, create other projects that involve different kinds of characters. When character fits the role, when actor fits the character, it's great. Yeah. So, but that's a different conversation. Let's get back to the Death Note. So, actually, we were speaking about light motions, and so he feels like a kid who's haunting, who's this thought of being of wanting to reply to some dude who's called L, who outsmarted you, and no, I'll outsmart you twice. It looks like this slightly, because directing wise, it's being shown that the character is showing emotions in some scenes. He draws his name for the first time. Oh, you think you're justice? No, I'm just. But no, speaking of his actions, they are justified because even though he shows emotions for real, uh, his goal never changes, and he hunts L not just because he was uh, emotionally offended by L and he wants to like emotionally avenge this. No, it's one of his main goals. The first goal is to protect people by any means. Second is to replace L, which is interesting. The theme of only one person should be on the top. This is interesting. Actually, in ancient world, probably when there was a era of kings and queens or other titles, but those that were paired, maybe this system was more balanced. Maybe there should be two leaders. I don't know. But recently, I saw the show White Queen with Rebecca Ferguson. This show is great, actually, and the Silo with Rebecca Ferguson is great. I'm just listing the shows. Yes, I'm doing it. I watch anime, which is why I'm talking about the Death Note. But speaking about the god, the leader of the world, I'm thinking. I remembered all of those king and queens stuff, and I remembered the show. Maybe one of the show currently, actual. It's Gangsterland. Gangsters have been shown by those gangsting families leaders are the metaphors on nations, like in Penguin show. Those gangsters from different ethnic groups are actually the metaphors on nations, I guess, which is why it's interesting to watch from this perspective. And I wanted to circle back to the anime, and when I thought about the leader of this world in the Death Note, I thought of a leader of the world in the One Piece, currently the most actual show going in ongoing and recent chapter where Emu acted even more. There will be a separate rubric on my channel speaking about weekly animes and mangas being released, which will be called Worm Weekly Anime and Manga Reviews. A slight spoiler, but but that's in slightly recent One Piece chapter. So yeah, it's the thing. Sometimes it's only one person on the top, right? And in the One Piece, no, in the Death Note world, it is also the case, and Blight felt it. Like he should be the one who people will worship. It's not only the mean of. It's not only because of his personal desires, wantings, but for the nation. Because if there are two role models exist in the world, there will always be some two forces. There's some two groups of people that will follow this or that leader, and this will ultimately eventually resolve in some kind of conflict. So if you want to take power, the winner takes it all. Like you should take the whole power. And maybe so the One Piece world in this kind of perspective, and the Death Note world in this perspective, shows us that in their world, Like, I don't know about our world. Let's not talk about our world. But sometimes drawing parallels and seeing metaphors to the real world in some fiction is interesting. But let's just talk about fiction here. In the One Piece world and in Death Note world, it seems these leaders, emo, like he's evil. Like, it's no doubt. L, questionable, but still, he's not working too well, which is why Light is being pushed to become a vigilante, like in a perfect society. Like he wouldn't have been thinking about these kinds of things, right? So we look at them as some kind of bad leaders. So, but they hold the like ultimate power. But I was speaking about when one person holds the ultimate power, it should be great in the world, no conflicts, and that's it, because there is no contradicting ideologies, right? But this is not the only case, because um, if there is one leader, but this leader is bad, his ideology, his personal like ideology, and things that he or she or they represent, they aren't that attractive to follow, right? And probably he or she, they like maybe they don't deserve this power, and they got it through some bad means, really, and they want to hide this first, and they don't have things behind them to follow to. And considering these two aspects, what will the bad leader do? He will like show the puppets, and those puppets will fight between themselves eventually, because he will act through the puppets, and puppets will fight for power because they don't hold the ultimate power eventually, and blah blah blah. And the case is like, it's good when it's good leader, but it's bad when it's and it's good when it's a good leader, and it's good when it's paired. Probably when it's a couple, because like men and women, they both like make a couple, balanced one, and from different kinds of perspectives. And I'll get back to this topic. Maybe it's not my final thought. I'm just speaking about Death Note. And it's good when it's one center like of leadership, one person, family, or whatever. And it's bad when it's two leaders, and it's bad when it's one leader, but he's bad. Like, and which is why Light thinks, I will rise, people will follow me, I will help them, but if I won't take charge, and I won't dethrone and like take the throne myself, this will bring eventually some things, right? Conflicts, negative consequences, which is why it's not only his personal wanting, but it's just the way it should be in his, like I'm speaking about, like his way of thinking, like as we can see from his actions, what he did and what he pursued. He wanted this, and we're like just trying to think why. So he, for example, thought like this, uh, and for himself, of course, like he has some kind of maximalism. Yes, yes, but also this is grounded by some like rules of war, of gaining power. He had to do so. So we have many reasons of why light targets L, it's not only because of his emotions. If emotions, and he's not just offended teenager, uh, and we finalize that his emotions is something that helps him be close to people and think about them more. And then we finalize the second criteria, second point, that it was necessary for him uh, I'm sorry, to occupy like this position, to dethrone L and take his place, which is being portrayed in the way that I was just shocked when he defeated L. Okay, now Kira is the leader of the world. No, no. Yes, from some scenario point of view, mm, narrative, he's like obligated to take his place in the way of form of taking his structure, which is why he takes his name. But overall, if you like look abstractly, like from like global picture, like he becomes the leader now, like announce to the world somehow through some punishment or through his website that his fans did for them with him. Like, now I defeated L. Now Kira is the leader. No, and this is not said specifically that L is some kind of a title of the leader of the world. No, but metaphorically, from bigger picture, it seems like it is. And then you can see the things that that like explain this further, because there is a parallel to this, because in some religious texts and our ancient some things, El means God, like Elohim, El. But this will be a topic for a different video, right? So see, I'm just announcing a second Death Note theory of mine, which will be connected to some real inspirations. So when I got to some thoughts, I found some more backup explaining my thoughts and why the author chose these names and stuff. Further proof, further background. But let's get back to the logic of why he's replacing him. So and yeah, so and he took L's place. Now he's not Kira, he's L. This was surprising, right? And all of this made sense. He had to replace L, not just defeat him and become the leader himself. But let's go straight to the text. Whoa, I thought I just had so much thoughts. But let's see, maybe I've discussed some of these thoughts in my text over here. So, this reminds me of a great theorist, One Piece theorist, Luna Pianard, and his second channel, Dawn Dusk. One of the greatest One Piece theorists. Shout out to him. And thanks for all the theories. That's great. I'll be covering it more in One Piece videos, but I just remembered he's just also reading the text while recording. Sorry for this format. I will continue improving, but I've promised one of my relatives, one of my not connections, not relatives, how to say this. I just promised one cool dude in the internet that I will be posting and in the closest days possible. But so I will improve quality of my content. So please like support if you would like any. I will like this. But let's continue. So Death Note theory. I write. L is a god of yeah. I've covered this. Okay, is a god of the Death Note world, and light is trying to take his place. And other thoughts. This other thoughts section took a while. Light motives, why he's not a psychopath, just justifying his murders with a good purpose. And why he's justice and not worse than Pep. So, one of the anime bloggers covered this topic, probably six, or someone else, like L and Batman comparison. So we've covered some things, but yeah. Oh, I have a text about this, or I don't. Let's check. And his intellect brought him to ideas of changing the world, using Death Note to do so. But he wasn't using it to his low instincts advantage and fast benefit. Because being a quick note, being good is strength. And to be strong, you have to be smart to make good decisions. Yeah, good from different kinds of perspective. Good for the benefit and overall good. That's why he took responsibility on his shoulders, and even not liking doing bad things, but still has to do so. Yeah, actually, yeah. I wrote this, so I should add some statements from the author about L, Light, and others. Okay. And here is written like there is Dojan channel. I'm shouting out to too many bloggers today. I'm just no one to shout out to anyone, okay? Yes. But there is a Dojan channel. But Dojan has copied some content and maybe translated, which is why it's relevant. But still, I don't know the first-hand source. Maybe Dojan is the first-hand source, but I remember he was translating some theories. Never mind. Like Dojan, thanks for this theories for the analysis. The thing is, they were covering some interviews or questions to the author, and the author said, like who's actually smarter? I remember this. I haven't wrote this, but they were asking, is L actually smarter than Kira? So an offer, I don't actually remember. I have to bring this up, but I'm sorry. This is a fast type of video. I'll be improving on my quality of my videos. I'm sorry. I will try to spend more time on my videos later. I'm sorry. Okay. So I just remember he said like blah blah blah. They both of them are smart. To some extent, like Kira may be smarter, but no. Oh, yeah. This was a short phrase. He said L is smarter all the time because the script needs L to be smartest. And the catchy thing here is that both L and Kira were L at some point of time. Here and author laughed when he said so, which is why it's interesting, because like he knew that this is a joke, dude. And so he like thought of the L as such a title, and anyone who's L is the smartest person in the world currently, because you have to be the smartest to take this place. First of all, this was a name of a dude, but then it became a title in the Death Note world scenario, which is why it's interesting to analyze the author's thoughts. Maybe I will add it here, maybe if I will find it, but maybe I won't. Sorry, I will be adding things later. So, also, there's a channel called Uchiha, and Uchiha was analyzing Light's motivations, and Light is motivated by the boredom, but the world isn't that boring. But Light was influenced by his parents, and there's a scene. Maybe I'll add this. Maybe I won't. Sorry. There's a scene where Uchiha was laughing out loud, like two scenes. Like first scene, Light comes back home and his mother stands like she doesn't like let him in until he shows his grades. Well, how was your test? And he's like, here's my test. And only after that, oh, okay. And then when she like wishes him like good luck when they like when he comes when he's going to go to the university, and they are waving hands to him, and they like his sister probably and mother, or maybe just mother, she just like stands and he's like, oh, good luck, my son. And she stands with like a fist like this. Be well at university or I will. and this Uchiha blogger, he like laughs about this. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was him. Maybe someone else. Probably his mother, and his mother was raising him really challenging atmosphere. Like they were like trying his best to raise him, to discipline him like a lot probably. But this thing isn't the offensive one. It's drawn the way that like when mothers worry about their child, and they feel their heart is like aching a little, and they like but the perspective was such like both she was like worrying and like the same time worrying and threatening him. So, and his father is a dude that works in the legislative institutes. Like he's a policeman, and he's one of the chiefs in the policeman department, which is why like his parents really influenced him like a lot, and boredom and the influence from his parents created his personality really. This was an interesting thought. So Uchiha, shout out to Uchiha. So and because of this discipline from his parents, he became the best in everything. And so yes, I told everything. And I wanted to give quick shout out to others, like Seth, the programmer. I remember I saw this comparison, L and Batman, or Light and Batman, his channel, but I remember I saw some of their videos as well as Clyde's and the Six and others, who I remember were like somehow connected and working together at some point. And unfortunately, there was a case when Seth wasn't that good towards his coworkers and stuff, which is why I stopped like watching his videos and concentrate on watching Clyde. And then I remember this was a Swekage, and maybe they were also connected or not. But so I just wanted to give a shout out to a person who inspired me slightly to this video, but I don't know whom to give the shout out to. So maybe Clyde was doing these kinds of videos for Seth at the moment, which is why I give a slight shout out to like Seth, but most of the shout outs are going to Clyde. And in those videos where they compare Batman and L or Light, I remember those are very interesting to watch as well. And also there is a Vilut Luna channel, which is a Russian speaking channel, though it's very comedic and interesting for those of you who speak Russian or learn Russian. You can check them. And he says like he's like mocks slightly in his videos. He's being sarcastic in his videos. That's his thing. He says like, Light is a psychopath. He's motivated just by boredom, but he's such a psychopath, and he's such a girlish dude that is motivated by his emotions, and which is why he loses a lot. And there is so much such situations where he like sips the tea and says like, "Oh, L has outsmarted me again, but yeah, we'll deal with that. That's a new challenge to me. Like we'll continue the game. It actually loses again and again." I mean, when Vilut Luna told this, then Yuchiya replied in his videos, and I agree with both of them. Last argument is more valid. That Light was close in distance with L on purpose, which is why he lost a couple of times, but then he won. So yeah, and other interesting facts. The first chapter of Death Note is called The Boredom, and which is why this it's very strong like thing to analyze. Like it really influenced them a lot, both Rook and L. So yeah. Yes. So also sometimes in those less advanced countries, oh yeah, here is so much. Okay, let's this will be a huge part where I wrote some of my thoughts. In some of those less advanced countries, people are more educated, and this is done on purpose so that they will service the equipment that provides everything for those who don't even need to know how it works. Here I was thinking about disproportions in the world and in the world of the Death Note as well, and why Light was taking action. And this, like in Silo, yes, I remember I was just inserting some things about Rebecca Ferguson and Silo here. But why? Oh, it's just like in Silo, because in their Silo, they have had these elites and these poor dudes, but poor dudes were servicing the equipment for the rich dudes. So yeah. So which is why there is a differences, which is why sometimes some people like Light appear. And it's connected because in such countries where they service, they have to be taught more to service this equipment, which is why light symbolizes such people that are really educated, really well educated, but they can't do anything against the system, and they are really so geniusly educated that they are even bored by this world. But then, boom, Death Note appears, and he like gets the power to do something. It's just like in Silo when Rebecca Ferguson, like, she knew how everything works in the, and not like everything works, but she was in charge of repairing the main engine that gives Silo the oxygen, like, and stuff, like she was an engineer and she knew lots of things, not everything, because there were different, there was, sorry, uh-huh, some notifications. Why I didn't turn off the notifications? Never mind. Let me just. So, but then, and she couldn't do anything with it. Some disproportions, seeing the resources being provided by different players. But then, suddenly, through some circumstances, she gets the sheriff's badge, and she becomes the sheriff, and she becomes the dude who can change something. And here's in a Death Note, like similar situation, like Yagami Light was so educated, he was like a genius, but he was pissed off by things that happened in the world that he saw in the news, but he couldn't do anything. But God gave suddenly this surprise chance to change at least something. In the end, this was just a game for a rook, actually, but nevertheless, he passed his like, how's it called, legacy towards other people, and he like impacted the world's society and safety in the world, at least to some extent. So interesting parallels between the Silo and the Death Note, and the complexities in understanding how this works and why educated person is educated, and how he, with some leverage, with some resources, can change at least something in the world, and through what this person will come and what can become an obstacle in his way. And looking at this with all of this grown up information in mind, rewatching Death Note, this is interesting because it's like rewatch any quality project, like the Avatar and The Last Airbender, for example, or any quality anime or else. There is also a second layer in it. But yeah, so yeah, man, why am I saying this? I wrote this. Let me check what I wrote. So sometimes people over there are so talented, but they have nothing to do with their knowledge. Like people in those countries from some families that are forced to study and work more, like in the Yagami Light's family. Well, also some capabilities are inherent with genes, it's the case because this family was working on themselves for generations, actually, which is why they were honing some skills, and children like inherits a portion of it and works on himself more and more. So sometimes such genius people occur, but they have nowhere to implement their talent. And I saw a little of this in my life sometimes. So yeah, which is why I understood Light. Oh yeah, this is why I'm saying this. Some people are saying I can't be immersed in the Death Note because I can't associate myself with Light. I mean, brah, why? It's like even if you study not so good at school, you can drop some parallels with a hero who tries to save you from something. It's so good. But this is why some trope of a classical, casual Japanese school boy is attractive because the schoolboy isn't outstanding. He's average, and then he gets some superpowers. Um, like whom? Actually, if you think so, you mustn't be like associating yourself with anyone, because look at Peter Parker, for example. Peter Parker, he was like bullied slightly, and he didn't got the girlfriend at first, but no, he was a genius. He was one of the best at his studies, and he was a photographer. And eventually in the university, for example, I can imagine such a person who studies well, helps for example some girl with homework, and then boom, he got a girlfriend. And then or for example, he photo shoots somehow, and boom, he got a girlfriend. um, which is thing that will happen in real life. So this, like, Spider-Man was like cool guy even before he got this power, actually. So how can you associate yourself with him, for example? Or uh, or Jotaro. He's like Jotaro is that like average schoolboy who receives the, like Yuji, for example, in Jujutsu Kaisen. But Yuji is super strong. You can associate yourself, but he's like, nah, average. And yeah, but I wanted to say like Ichigo from Bleach. He's like amongst the top three holy saint trinity of shonen. He like Bleach is more reality based than others, and he looks like a average schoolboy more than the others. But then again, he was like one of the best at his studies, like Light. So the Ichigo is like Light as well. Then again, Naruto and Luffy, yes, this is it. Naruto and Luffy, yes. So yeah, it's true. This is why Naruto and Luffy, One Piece and Naruto are more popular than Bleach. But Bleach is more philosophical and strong in its sense capacity than those two. So Luffy is such a common villager boy who you can't envy too much. Yeah. Or jealous and envy. I all the time misuse those words. I have to check after the video it's been done. So yeah, but he's too much of a dumb villager, which is like Goku. He's too much of a dumb villager. But actually, such smart characters are just plain dumb, and this will be one of the topics of my future videos about Goku, about someone else. Shout out to my channel. He like discussed this a lot, like about Goku. That Goku is the smartest character in the anime. Suddenly, but this is a Russian-speaking channel, so sorry if you speak Russian. Yeah, and Naruto is balanced version of it, which is why I know Naruto is perfect. So Bleach is too serious, One Piece is not serious, and Naruto is like balanced in seriousness and in associating with the main character and so on. Yeah. You can't deny the facts. Like, I mean, it's based. Naruto is based. He's perfect in associating himself. But still, like, Light is very associative. Which is why, like, Otha knew that. He makes the how is it called when the character is too OP? Merciu. He knew that the Light is Merciu, but which is why he added some emotions to this character. But so both, if you're a common schoolboy, schooler, or if you're a smart dude. In both cases, you can associate yourself with light. I can't see nothing stopping you from that. Actually, yeah, light is very like associative. So, but actually, speaking of talent, the hard work, I was hard working in school, and I've been hard working to this day because I wanted to start this channel like 10 years ago. Oh, I get to work. Oh, I hope I will start it now. So yeah, so which is why I understood light. And sometimes there are such people as light. So this character shows how much a good smart person would need a tool that usually smart people don't have. A weapon, not weapon, some power can achieve to change the world a better place, take responsibility, and receive a punishment in the end. But yes. So this is what I've covered. I had to read. I will read because there is more information. Sorry for rephrasing. And even take responsibility and receive punishment in the end. But remember how everyone, even police, admitted that world has become better. So light, like Naruto in this perspective, he achieved acknowledgement, acknowledgement. But here he's like a combined Naruto plus Sasuke in a way that he used dark methods to achieve it, even though for better, glorious purpose. This was the moment when I wrote this. I probably watched the Loki series and wrote, remember how Loki said, well, that sounds glorious purpose. that that sounds even more strong for me because Loki is a Scandinavian. Oh yeah, yes, my and PewDiePie parallels. Yeah. Okay. I'm a northern bro. Let's talk slightly about this, please. I'm not that blonde, blue eyes dude, but still, let me slightly emphasize on this. So I wrote this before. Let me, like, really, with all my humbleness, read this, and I'll go around. So, and because Loki is a Scandinavian mythological creature and a god, so sorry. So that sounds even more strong for me because Loki is a Scandinavian mythological creature. Oh, I'm not talking about myself, sorry. I'm talking about Loki. So yeah, is a Scandinavian mythological creature, a god, and Skands are Northern Slavic brothers neighbors. No, I'm talking about this. Skands are our Northern Slavic brothers neighbors. And when he said glorious purpose, glorious part is, well, Slavic. Slav means glorious. Slavic means glorious, full. Like Slava means glory. So even in the history is changed, eternal glory. So even if the history is changed, eternal glory for creating and serving this world for hundreds, thousands of years is written in our name. But just in case, I'm not hyping up Slavic people. Who needs them, right? Who wrote this? I'm not even Slavic. I'm mestizo even a bit as someone else. So blah blah blah. So also I saw some parallel here with the Squid Game. Wow, Squid Game. What I wrote here? Squid Game situation in season 2, where main hero admitted he needs to sacrifice some for a better purpose. And the anchorman of the show, the administrator, when he saw this, he saw that he's ready to finish this game, that now he's ready to be seduced and changed, twisted, broken, to become a firm villain, making bad things, and maybe accepting to lead the game for better purpose. Yes, that's what I saw in the end of the second season. So soon it will be the third season. I'm thinking they just trying to make him become a leader of this game. With some twisting. If they will tell him this game prevents larger worldwide conflict. Imagine this game is like playground for some nobles to compensate their need on some conflict, and this game like exists to prevent larger conflicts. Maybe he will accept the game. Or in a better case scenario, like he will understand necessity of the game, but will try to find another way, because choice between two options is a bad choice, demonic choice. There's always a third way. Like there is a phrase in Latin that I studied Latin in elementary school. It says "tarcitum non datum," which means third option is not given. But man, yes, it sounds really, really complicated. But when someone is forcing two choices on you, like this dude is like, nah. There's always a way. Like my way. Remember the Adventure Time episode when he like there is a folk like road comes this way or that way. He like my way and goes straight through the bushes. Like not like this, but in some way or form. Like Miyamoto Musashi wrote in his book of the Five Rings about talent and people. Like there is 5 different paths, like warrior or agricultural man or engineer or artist or trader, but nevertheless, any way you will choose, all the talented person, they meet in the end of their life on the edge of their mastership. And he made such a parallel, like there is a hill and there is one way to this hill, but you can take several other options to get to the top of this hill, but eventually all the people who have chosen different kinds of paths, they all will meet in the upper point of the hill. Like who cares about this complicated stuff, right? Yeah. So yes, let's finalize this great video of mine. I have had to create a better structure and make it less less length, as less as possible. So yeah, sorry, let's finalize. And so it's interesting, what will they show in the end of the third season? Yeah. Also, there is a parallel with Light and Goro Akechi from Persona 5. I haven't even played it yet. Why I wrote this here, which is fun. And I also remember, oh yeah, oh, I have to show you. I know this is just a yeah. He just looks like slightly. This is a slight reference to the light. I saw it in someone else's video. Okay, and and I remember how Gintama showed Rook in one of their episodes to celebrate Death Note anniversary. Yeah, this was great. And the episode I've been searching for, where they fight verbally around food, exchanging some glances like. Um, this was a reference to the Death Note, actually, and this is one of the best episodes in Gintama. Maybe this is the episode where they show Rook in the end. So this was a Death Note celebrate anniversary. Yeah. So also, I'm writing here that Penguin Show had some connections to Death Note that I noticed. And I tried to search some things connected to this, and I saw this. No, wait. Man. Yes. Where is it? Oh, this. Someone theorized, what if Penguin has a death? What? And I forgot I had more theories about this coming. I forgot, sorry. So yeah. What if Penguin had a death note? Also, I wanted to cover some things about when artists. So usually when artists make celebration of some anime, they draw their gift image to the author, and usually Death Note author and Death Note also did a lot of such, but I couldn't find them. Maybe I will find them later, or I will find them and sort here. I don't know. And I wanted to give you a quick reminder of such a rubric, like when popular manga artists draw their tributes it's so called, for Naruto's 10th anniversary. Maybe there is a tribute from Death Note. Oh, it's gone from Hunter. It's Gintama. No. Oh, look, the sun. Yeah, because like Naruto's Rasengan is the sun, isn't it? So what's it? Oh, it's him, right? Takeshi Obata. Yeah, the dude drew this in the style of Bakuman manga about manga artists. But I wanted to find something for Death Note, but I couldn't. I just found this instead. In the future videos, I will find something else. Let's check this post. What do they have as well for Naruto? Different kinds of. Well, let's not. This looks. He looks so Slavic here, but his ears are too like. Slavic ears are like more with. Oh, Bleach one, the greatest. And the Rasen Shuriken. Because Rasen Shuriken form has the Ban form from the Ichigo's Bankai. When I saw this, I was like, what? And this is like the Nika dance form. What? I will cover this in my future videos. Why they are using this form and how is it connected to the sun god Jojo. Yeah, let's stop here. No, let's check all of the references. Oh, and the Dragon Ball final. Yeah, so cute. So let's finalize on this. Yes. So blah 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 blah. What's that? Let's check. No, that's something different. So let's have our finish of this video. Mm, I will feature the future videos. I have the theory about uh, L and Nia names. And remember about Vatari and Watson when I was speaking about this. So I have more theories about names of the characters. L, Nia, where is this comes from? And the real death, and the thing that real God is one, and these are demons. Um, so another theory is that these gods aren't actually gods, but well, it depends on the perspective. But I will cover this in the future videos. So yeah, let's finalize with that. I don't like the image of it too much. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do this. No, I don't. I will buy better equipment later. Maybe something else. Yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking about maybe I should use some covers, some manga panels, and never show my face because I look awful. Because I know I'm too fat right now. I'm on the bed, and I'm not in the best shape of my life. Not now, but I will work on that in the future. And I wanted to thanks to give great thanks to all of you who watched till the end, and wait for the future videos. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel if you want. If you don't, I don't know. I am planning on different kinds of videos. So these boxes over here are with some equipment for gaming, those game pads or joysticks or whatever they're called. So I'll be covering both anime theories, maybe some playing games and stuff. But I thought I should have an editor because I'm working a lot as a web designer currently and overworking actually. So if there are some graphic designers, some motion designers, some editors amongst all of you guys, please reach out to my working mail probably of this channel. Or in the future I will find someone and I will improve quality of this content probably. So I'll be working on that. Thanks a lot for viewing. Leave a comment again about all of the theories, all the things. I will discuss this in the future videos, and I will try to make like 10 minutes length videos. So sorry about too much of speaking over here. And I wanted to give a huge thanks, or maybe not. Maybe his fault is, which is why this video is not so prepared. The dude from Ice Cream Channel. So this dude is also a Russian-speaking channel, but you have were like specifically if we're speaking about English-speaking audience, you have probably seen him if you've been watching series of One Piece from Duck Sake, for example, because Duck Sake used his colored manga panels. Because this dude and his girlfriend, probably who draws They do a great job coloring the panels immediately after their release, which is why even Doc Sake used them in his videos. And this dude, is Ice Cream. So Ice Cream, I want to say like thanks a lot for motivating me to post as fast as possible. You see that like the quality of the content isn't there, but I planned before. Maybe I should have waited a little, but no, I promise that May will be the deadline. So May is the day. Май, край, как я говорил. Айскримчик. So ice cream. Thanks a lot. And this will be the final things that I'm gonna cover in this video. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. One, two, 1, 2. So yeah, let's try this out. Hello guys and welcome to Oh. Hello guys. A little bit of insight, like currently I'm in Antalya, so greetings from Turkey. Resting because tomorrow is my birthday and I'm resting with my family, and that's actually some of the family members' birthday as well, and I wanted to share this with you. And actually, happy birthday to anyone that's celebrating birthday today as well. Well, this day when I'm uploading, or other day when you will be watching. Happy birthday! And I dreamt about this, which is why I'm even uploading, like editing the video currently today. Well, I have to rest on vacation because after this I will have lots of job. But never mind, because I really dreamt about this, and hopefully, like tomorrow's my birthday, and I will be able, and I'm editing today, and I will be able to upload like somewhat around my birthday. But actually, let me check the image. Actually, I really planned to upload more of videos this year before my birthday, but it so happens that it will be only this one. So share all your thoughts on the Death Note topic or any other topic which you want to hear, or me to break down or analyze, or just comment on. And I'm planning on making more YouTube anime and gaming related videos, as well as maybe some cooking and things like this. Well, anything. And I hope you like all of it. So please share your thoughts in the comment section, or somehow like appreciate with likes or something. And please subscribe to this channel. And as you can see, I broke my glasses, so I bought new ones. So soon you'll see the new ones. And this is it. I'm gonna go edit this video, and have a nice day. And let's end with a good note. Like, again, happy birthday to anyone who's celebrating today. And take care, and take care of your family. And yeah, let's spend some time watching those YouTube videos about anime, games, or anything else, and then get back to our real life. And good luck with all the things you're doing, because I'm actually working as well, and I really appreciate some support. So I want to express my support to you, anyone who's watching will do this. And yeah, and I'll do some entertaining content, but time to time I'll try to share some real notes that could be useful. But overall, of course, this will be entertaining, first of all. So yeah, thanks a lot. Bye bye. Too fast of a conclusion. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.